Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video by yours truly. My name is Envy, and today we are playing Aquarist. Now, I had seen this game before on Steam, and I was actually super stoked to try it, but I never realized how much of a simulator game it would be. Now, this game does walk you through everything, which is really nice. It shows you how to do everything. It teaches you about the game. It teaches you about saltwater and freshwater, and such of that nature. So this was actually really cool. I had seen little bits of it on Steam, but I never actually watched anyone play it or seen any clips of it or anything like that. But I did think that this was like super chill and really cute of a game. I will say it definitely took some time decorating every single aquarium and fish tank that I was building. Took some time for sure, but they do have a variety of options in regards to decorating and also in regards to fish as well. Now, there is a big story behind this game. It starts off with the dad giving you your first fish tank, and you kind of build from there. So you start making your own fish. You have your own little fish here, and then you will fix up his fish tank downstairs, and then he ends up giving you the basement to kind of run your own store. So you'll see that kind of develop over the next couple minutes in this video. And again, I love how the game breaks down every single little thing. So it tells you the traits of the goldfish that I have in the tank. You know, is it hungry? Is the temperature good for it? Is there enough plants in there? And then there are icons on the side of the screen that'll also let you know if something is suffering due to maybe a fault in the fish tank or whatever the case may be. Now this also did take some time. Again, every fish tank there's a lengthy bit of time, but it's honestly really cool and honestly a little bit satisfying. Some of the fish tanks that I ended up building when I was in the basement were very satisfying to look at. So you'll kind of see what I did with this one, and then you'll end up seeing me in the basement. And I don't know whose big body built friend this is, but it is not mine. That is crazy. But yeah, her cat is basically trying to eat the fish, ended up knocking over the fish tank while you're there. And you're not able to save all the fish, so spoiler alert. Sorry. Get the tissues ready. Now, it was finally time for me to get the basement. The sex dungeon. No, just kidding. The aquarium. But anyway, so I did finally end up in the basement. And it definitely took some time to clean it up. But, you know, Dad gave me some money. He was like, you know, there's a way to fix the light. Do your thing, boo. So, I did. And I'm not gonna bother with making you guys watch me clean every inch of this freaking basement. So I'll show you. There was already a fish tank down here that I just had to clean up and everything. You'll eventually learn what the sticky note is. That's just the price of the entire tank itself. The fish in it, the plants in it, everything in it. But I did eventually fix it up a little bit, and I even had 2 fish tanks going. And let me tell you, these things are freaking cool. So your fish breed more fish while they are in that fish tank, which is super cool to me. Like, I enjoyed doing that. But like I said, you can sell an entire fish tank. So here I'm going to sell an entire aquarium for my quest, which is super cool. But again, kind of sucks because then you're not breeding fish to then sell to other people and stuff like that. But at this point in the game, I don't end up selling to anybody quite yet. I just keep buying more tables for more fish tanks. Now, you do have to remember that while you do have these fish tanks with the fish in them that you do end up selling over time, and you can also sell them individually before the shop opens up as well, you also have to remember to feed the fish as well. And you have to remember which fish tank holds which kind of fish, and also realize how much you need to feed them as well. Now, this is the part in the game where you'll open up your shop. So in the basement, you run this shop downstairs, and you'll open it at a certain time. It allows people to come in and buy stuff. Now, depending on how you have your fish tank set up, they can buy not only the fish in there, but also the items in there as well. There's been a few times where I'm like, where did that thing go that was in there? Now, I did end up with a message on my wall right by the door from some researchers that wanted me to build a fish tank for a particular type of fish that was close to becoming extinct. And they wanted me to have that fish tank so I can breed more and have more of that kind of fish growing and breeding, so that way they're less at risk of being extinct. So that was honestly pretty cool. Kind of finding my own fish. Now, this person, I ended up with an order for on the board, and they want fucking piranhas. Okay, when I seen that, I was just like, oh, inside of your kitchen island, babes? Oh, all right. So I literally broke down the entire kitchen island, and then you literally, not necessarily build it back up, but you put the glass up and then put the water in and everything else like that to put the piranhas in, which is actually really cool. Now, another thing that was really wild to me is the game wants you to put in another fish into the aquarium to see how aggressive the piranhas are. And this thing is crazy. They eat the hell out of these fish that I put in there. Crazy to me. But this was honestly a really cool idea. And if I could do this in my own house when I'm older, 100% I would. But after swimming around with the piranhas for a little bit, I decided it's time to go back to my shop. And when I did that, I decided to kind of take a look at my other options as well. So right now I have the basement, but I can also unlock the exhibition. And that thing is crazy. So I finally had the money for it, and I was like, well, fuck it, let's do it. And this thing is fucking huge. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the money and the funds to pay for an entire exhibit to fill with fish and fish tanks, but I can't do it. I did not have the mental capacity to do all of this. It was gonna take way too much out of me. But I think this is honestly really cool. I did end up putting one fish tank in there, just to kind of see, because eventually you can build an oceanarium, which is even crazier. I might end up picking this game back up again. It's just very time consuming. I think it's one of those games where if I find nothing else to do and I want something kind of cozy and chill to do, I would probably play this, but for the time being, I'm 100% not going to do this. Now, one thing that was so badly needed was an automatic feeder. So I finally was able to understand how you can run all kinds of different shops, aquariums, and whatever else was having the automatic feeder. I was struggling to put them on the glass a little bit for some of the fish tanks. For the rest of them, it was pretty easy. But this will definitely be a good tool once you start going in between different shops and such. But that is going to be all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check out the game, and if you guys have any questions, please put them down in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.